Hey everybody, it's another episode of San Francisco by Night. We're joined here today by first-time player and longtime friend, Safey. How's it going?
Hello, game show host.
I really am. So today, we're doing, we're meeting our dear fairy friend, uh, Star. What's your character's name again?
Silver Starflower.
Yes, absolute hippie.
It's a very Fae-inspired name, but
It's 2077 in San Francisco. I'm pretty sure there's a lot weirder names on a general basis.
yeah,
And most will just assume it's a nickname anyways, even though it's an alias thing.
yeah,
Anyways. So how long have you so before we get into the scene, how long have you been a hobo?
like probably a couple months.
Okay, it's been a couple months. You popped out of the hedge, and we hear you have an NPC friend, but because there's nobody who can run that, and we haven't given a proper you pop uh, Girl Meets
It's like,
World episode yet.
yeah, it hasn't even been properly fleshed out yet.
Yeah, so they're
So
friends, but they're friends, but we're not going to be focusing on that aspect of her life today.
yeah,
Today,
she's safe at her parents' house right now.
yes, desperately, hopefully not dealing with forces she doesn't understand.
Yep.
She probably is, and she's probably going to die horribly.
I would have made her promise not to try to do anything like that without me around at least.
Would it be a pinky promise?
It would be some kind of promise, maybe even an actual pledge, but I don't know how those work yet. So
I was just saying because like I think my character's been doing is like when she really wants someone to promise, is she pinky makes them pinky promise, and I feel like that'd be really wholesome if that was a thing we shared. Cause we know each other, but we'll get that in later. So, okay, you're in your abandoned but yet tidied up subway home
yep, with lots of various things lying around because I've been making
and stealing.
and stealing. Yes, I
Yes,
need materials. Can't just make out of nothing.
yeah, exactly. So, uh, as for me, it is a regular day in San Francisco. I am on the beat, and I get a call. Hold on one second. Sorry about that. Anyways, so yes, I get a report that they think there's some child, possibly runaway, living in an abandoned subway, as passerbys have reported. So I am set on the scene by myself to investigate, and we will take the. We'll start where I am walking into the subway. What do I see?
So probably a lot of random crap just strewn about. A lot of it looks fairly like old, old-fashioned, like it might be from medieval times, because that's what Silver's used to making at this point. And a lot of tools in particular, tools and materials just lying around.
So I just walk in and I see like a bunch of like hammers and saws and shit laying around. So it's
Yep,
all like old school stuff.
yeah, a lot of old, like basically it looks like they could be antiques, but also new.
Yeah, and there's just a fucking loom in the corner for some reason.
Yeah, a loom, a spinning wheel, like
So
all sorts of stuff.
it's funny that you're a scary character, but you didn't even have to do anything because I'm already Valentine is going to be on edge because A, sewer, subway, B, weird shit. So, um, she'll mutter to herself, "Oh, great, weird shit." She's gonna, pull, not like tactically, but she's gonna have like her hand on her revolver and she's gonna walk deeper in, probably using. Is there light? Is this like place lit up?
It's at least dimly lit because I can't see in complete darkness.
Yeah. So Valentine's gonna like. Where are you currently?
I'm probably like just walking out of the hedge, out of like the crack in the wall, way in a back corner, and so I'm
So just
out
a
of my
a
from my
small
hollow.
person walks out. I see somebody way down the hall.
Possibly.
That
Would
kind of
I?
just came out of nowhere.
It's possible I would have noticed you coming, and then
You might have, but like I'm assuming this is like happening at the exact same time.
yeah, I'll say I'm coming out right as you walk in. So,
Yeah, so it's like,
I,
oh,
but I would be careful not to like. Actually, no, I probably was already out because if I was coming out right as you were coming in, I probably would have just like
yeah.
poked my ear out, listened, heard you there, and then not come out. So I was probably already out.
So
I'm probably just sitting at one of the uh like probably at the spinning wheel, just like spinning some thread.
oh, so I just see you like your back's to me. You're just spinning some thread.
Yep, I can't hear you over the spinning wheel if you're being real, as long as you're being quiet. If you made noise, if you made particular noise, then I'd probably hear you since I have acute senses. But
So I see that. Um, gonna kind of have the gun out. Or not?
I probably actually probably as soon as you walk in and see that, I would stop and turn around looking a bit surprised because I probably would have noticed that I can't work as fast anymore.
Yeah,
No, that's
standing behind you, which
no.
I guess I'll let you say the first line, because standing behind you, maybe about good 20 feet behind you, also surprised. You're not expecting, like, at first you see a police uniform. You've probably seen a few cops around. Then you notice her face is white and kind of metallic, and her eyes have a faint glow to them as she is just obviously a robot staring at you.
All right then. When did when did they start making robots police?
Really? But you're gonna see, like, originally it was like nervousness in her face. It's immediately go to like the most so done with this shit already face. Hand is still on her gun. She's like, "Can you tell me what you're doing down here?"
Uh, Practicing my weaving.
She's gonna look around. Uh-huh. Ma'am, get off the wheel.
I'd uh, I'd stand up and put my hands up.
Come on, come into the light. Hands behind your head.
I think you'd rather just leave me alone. I say with a little bit of a lower, more intimidating voice.
Her eye, Valentine's eyes narrow. You're not under arrest. You have the right. You're not under arrest. I just need to talk to you. But you see her very clearly. Her thumb, if you notice, does pull back the hammer on her pistol, on her revolver. Now come into the light.
Guns are pretty scary.
They are. Gonna take a
And
step. Gonna kind of get ready. Kind of like take a like subtly, but you can tell like
as
shit's looking like it's gonna go down.
as I say that guns are pretty scary, I use
Oh
the
fuck!
to learn your greatest fear and redirect it for the scene, and I redirect your greatest fear to be creepy little girls.
Well played, Jamie. Well fucking played. I didn't think I'd actually have to roll. Clever girl. So, what does that do? Am I just more intimidated by you?
So I've made me into your greatest fear. I haven't done actual. Basically, I intend to attempt to intimidate you with it.
I'm
After
guessing
doing.
this is gonna be a resolve composure.
Yeah, and I don't know what me being your greatest fear exactly does to the role.
I
Yeah.
base I don't really have. I'm not that scared of what my greatest fear was anymore, but I'll say, just for simplicity's sake, was that a contested thing, or do you just get to do? Yeah, you just get to do that, don't you?
I believe I just get to do that with Witch's Intuition. Let me check.
Yeah. I don't think there's anything I can do against being your bullshit.
Let's see. Uh, Contract. And Witch's Intuition was a contract of this autumn. Witch's Intuition. It's wits plus subterfuge plus mantle versus composure plus tolerance.
Oh, so you have to roll.
Yeah.
So yeah, you have to make your roll.
So let's see. It was wits, subterfuge, and mantle.
Do you have tolerance?
Uh,
Let me look at your
it,
sheet.
it's your thing with tolerance.
Oh,
It's
what's?
it's your composure plus tolerance versus my wits, subterfuge, and mantle.
Wait, so my composure adds to this?
Yes, your composure and your tolerance
Tolerance to
are what you're rolling against.
my own. No, wait. It's like read that again.
It's wits plus subterfuge plus mantle for me versus your composure plus tolerance. I believe that's magic tolerance.
Oh, just my composure and super and okay.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna assume for okay, so that's 9 dice.
This is just for the witch's intuition to work. It's not for the intimidation itself.
Yeah.
So wits, intimidation, and mantle. So the mantle gives it a plus. And I just click on the die at normal
Yep.
with the mantle bonus.
I'm gonna spend a willpower on this. Cause fuck that. So
Oh, did
5,
I?
6, 7, 8.
I clicked on the wrong one, but it's the same number either way. So
Okay, we'll go with it. So that's 5 successes I have to beat. Oof. Fortunately, I have. Fuck! So what happens?
well, now I know your greatest fear. So
Yep.
whatever your greatest fear is, I know it now.
Which would be you're gonna get. I'm assuming. How does it tell you? Does it just tell you, or do you get in visions?
I taste your greatest fear. So I like feel your fear for a moment. So I know what your fear is because I feel it.
Does it like flash with a feet like a? It's like you like it's just a flash, and you know what it is.
Basically, I think
So
that's how it
okay,
goes.
I'll describe this to you since we're just gonna do it like a vision. since
All
that
right.
makes more sense. I don't know how to taste. I don't know what that would taste like, Safety. So you see yourself. Uh, you see just a moment where you're standing there, and suddenly, out of nowhere, like super fast speed, this thing that is very like you just see a large bipedal wolf charge at you and just immediately rip into you.
Ah. Oof.
And then you snap back.
All right. So that's your greatest fear, and then I redirected your greatest fear to be now. Now your greatest fear is creepy little girls.
You see Valentine's eyes widen, and I guess
And
that's a wit's composure to see how well I handle this.
well, now it's I guess probably like I assume I intimidate with this.
Uh oh fuck. Um, you are my greatest fear, right?
Yeah, and then I am your greatest fear, and then I'm attempting to intimidate you as well.
Okay, so I guess roll your intimidation. This isn't gonna work out for you if you make me shoot you, Safey.
I mean, this is how my character tries to get away from these things.
It's very obvious that I'm a fight or flight. I'm a fight kind of response person. Are you sure you want to do this?
I mean, this is meant to be like not like a
I wasn't saying you're under arrest either. I just wanted you to take a step forward so I could get a better look at you.
yeah, but I was scared.
Well, now I'm scared. And the last thing
You're
you
a robot person.
you're a creepy little girl. Look, I think for story's sake, let's say that I am terrified, but I don't like do. But I'm like, and at best, I just pull my gun on you and I say, hands on. I just end up pulling my gun on you.
All right, so at the point where you pull your gun on me, I stop trying to intimidate and start trying to get away.
Don't move. Don't you fucking move.
I stop moving.
Come here now. Just. And she's gonna take a step back. It's like, step forward until like now.
Uh,
You have 3 seconds. Okay, 10.
I would slowly step out into the light.
The second your face is no longer like obscured by shadow, and she like looks at you. You know, you can see her hand slightly shaking too. She's gonna stop for a moment. It's like, get on the. Wait. Bethany?
Who?
No, you're in. Okay, what the fuck is going on?
I don't. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh my god. She's gonna like lower the gun a bit. Bethany, is that? It's me, Valentine.
Wait, Valentine?
You would.
But you you're not Valentine. How do you know about Valentine?
She like puts the gun vest in her hold. She's. Oh my god. What are you doing? Why are you so short? I thought you were taller. What are you doing here? We haven't talked. Why are you living in a sewer?
What? I'm not. What's going on?
It's me, Christine. You know, we haven't talked since like high school.
I mean, wait, how long have I been gone?
It's been like, I mean, the last I saw you was at the reunion like 5 years ago.
Wait, high school? I never went to high school.
She's gonna really like furrow her brow at you for a second. She's like, hold on. She's gonna reach into her pocket, pull out something she borrowed. Out of character, she borrowed this. I don't get one yet, although I probably could buy one. She's gonna put the like turn on this little like electronic device, and she's gonna like put it on a shelf. It's like, Bethany, what's going on?
What what is that thing?
It's a jammer, so we can talk properly.
What? Wait, what do you mean high school? I Who do you think I am?
Bethany, it's me. We were best friends in like, and I'm gonna name a town in Oregon.
Oh,
I forget the actual name that I the actual town I picked, so it's just gonna be the town that we both grew up in,
yeah.
which you would remember vaguely. Oddly enough, not even your own name.
Yeah, I don't remember my own name, but I remember my friends, which was basically just you at the time, and the a little bit about the town, but
Yeah.
probably not much. Not probably not much beyond that.
Where do you? Okay, what's going on? Why can't you remember? What's going on with all this magical stuff? Like, wait, wait. I'm sorry. What's going on? And she's gonna give you like this serious look
Um,
because you're acting weird, and this is all weird.
You said, but if you're that, Christine, what what do you mean you saw me at high school? And a reunion?
She's gonna like stop for a second, like think about it. It's like, wait. She's gonna really look around slowly, and she's like thinking really hard. She's like, wait a second. Oh, okay. She's gonna reach into her phone, and she's gonna apprehensively walk up to you because she's still like, she's not as freaked out because you're no longer a creepy little child. You're just her friend at this point. She's
Oh,
gonna like flip through a phone. It's like, this was us like at the reunion, and you're gonna see someone who definitely looks like your friend. You know, the redhead friend you look like, who's not as like nerdy, like bit more grown up, hanging out with somebody who vaguely looks like like you should.
who who is that? Why why does she look like me?
She's gonna put the phone away for a second, and she's gonna like come down to your eye level. It's like, did you? She's gonna really look like, I probably shouldn't. Did you go somewhere? Were you taken by something perchance? Something weird happened to you?
Wait, you know about them?
Oh fuck! No, no, Bethany, no. God. Something about the hedge, right?
Was Yeah, was Bethany my name before? I can't remember it.
Wait, you don't remember your name?
No, I've been calling myself Silver, Silver Starflower. And
Oh,
I was in the hedge under my keeper for I don't know how long, but it was a long time.
Oh God. Okay, okay, okay. What was the last thing
I
you remember?
I don't really remember anything. I know we were. I remember you were. I remember your face and my parents, but you were a lot younger and not like a not a robot.
I I got into an accident. Some
Oh,
remember when we watched RoboCop? Yeah, I'm basically RoboCop. Okay, do you know where you are?
I don't know. I came out in this place. This is some. This seems to be a big city of some sort.
Okay, okay. You're okay. You're not that far. You're just you're in San Francisco.
All right.
Oh my God. No. Okay, you haven't like talked to anybody about this, right?
Uh, only one person, and not like I know not to talk to people about this. It's just
Okay, okay.
there was a situation.
Okay, so just what was the last thing you remember about me?
I can really barely remember anything. I remember your face. I remember we were friends. I remember playing. I remember when we were talking. I remember some of the times when we talked in middle school, and then that's about it.
Okay.
I
So,
remember I was. I remember I was. I remember fairly clearly when I was taken. I was. I had looked up one of those occult rituals we always used to find online and try out. They never worked, and I know you weren't particularly into them. But I went out into the woods to try one on my own, and
you stopped doing that when you were like after middle school. Oh God, no. It, Bethany, no. And she's just gonna hug you. Like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, we need to get you out of here. This isn't a good place.
all right, where can we go?
Um, fuck. Okay. I and I might make this scene a little bit more complicated because I just realized it'd be natural. Uh, Actually, Creed out of character. Creed, we're going to your store.
We're your store.
Fuck, I wish I could spell.
Oh, also, I recently found out that the were in werewolf means like male. It means male wolf. So technically, a female werewolf would be a whiff wolf.
God dang.
Because the prefix that means female from the same language is whiff.
I'm a I'm a whiff wolf.
Yeah.
Uh, you just want to jump over there and gank him? He's in the other chat for no reason. Okay, let's just jump
Um,
him. Real quick,
sure.
out of
Why not?
character. You in?
In?
You in for us just taking her to your store since that's the first place I could think to take her?
Sure.
Okay, back in character.
But by the way, the store is in the more um affluent the store is on the edge of the dock district, near the more affluent business section of Chicago.
We're in San Francisco, but okay. So,
San Francisco, whatever.
fucking get it
I was
right, you
being so
nerd.
about Chicago.
All big cities are the same anyway.
They really are. Anyway, so all right, so she's gonna basically take you by the hand. It's like she's gonna turn off the. Like, all right, we're in the car. Don't talk about any of this. Like, there's ears everywhere.
Oh wait, let me grab something really quick, and I just go and grab like a knife and a bit of wood from the pile of junk.
Okay, has your thing worn off yet, or is it like an all day thing?
It's for a scene, so if
I,
we've
I think we're transitioning scenes, so I think we're over it by now.
yeah,
So
What did you do?
I made him or I made Christine afraid of little girls.
I'm not even going to ask.
well, it was working until I pulled a gun on her. But anyways, so we're dry. So yeah, you're in a. It's back in the whole town. There was like not a lot of flying cars, but yeah, there's a lot of flying cars in the big city. So, yay, flying car. Like I'm assuming they were there. They just were like expensive as shit.
Yeah.
So there was one man, but now anyways they're everywhere. So you're in a flying police car. She's gonna pull out the borrowed scrambler. It's like, all right, so I know a guy who's got a lot of your. He basically had a similar thing happen to him, so I think he should be able to help us figure this out.
All right.
I heard it's rough in there.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Wait, don't you have like a bunch of do you have like a bunch of magical powers now or something? I know you're basically a wizard, right?
I mean, I can make things, and I can scare people well.
She thinks about it for a second. Like, wait, did you use magic on me already?
Uh, only a little.
Great. Great. So, really, you don't remember anything past middle school?
No.
Shit. Oh, you missed the field trip. And then your boyfriend. Oh,
That was a
God,
field
wait, was I
trip.
talking? Ah, fuck. Okay, so there's probably another you running around out here. Might be evil, I don't know.
Wait. Yeah. Why is there another me?
I don't know. It happened to my friend. I think they do that so that nobody notices you're gone. I mean, if I had to guess.
So she's been there since since the beginning, since it happened.
I guess I don't know. I'm not the expert on um ma- magical people things. I'm still
Wait,
pretty new to all this magical stuff.
so that means my parents don't even know that I was gone.
She kind of stops with that realization too, and she kind of looks at you, and her general hurt in her eyes, like, "I'm so sorry."
Just Silver kind of goes quiet and looks down.
I'm. Oh God, this is fucked. Oh, okay. Well, we're almost here. This guy should know what to do.
All right.
You're gonna like pull up near like in front of this store. Creed, describe your store from the outside.
All right. So from the outside, it looks like a small storefront attached to a rather large warehouse in the back. It, um, instantly, you get the more sense of almost like sort of like the front is more of just a small little storefront, maybe a couple of rooms, and then it's you can clearly see that it's been built onto what looks like a larger um, w- warehouse house, like it's an add-on. There are two large windows displaying the inside of the shopping area, where you can simply glance in and see what seems to be not exactly a store in itself, but more almost like a meeting area. There's few displays of knickknacks here and there. Um, Here and there, like um, maybe some jewelry, maybe a weapon or two, like a gun, um, in cases. However, for the most part, there the rest of the store seems to be taken in by two um, large or fairly well tasteful large round tables with seat um, seats on one side and a single seat sit on chair on the other side. Like people will come in, sit down on one side while having an interview with the person on the other side.
Hmm.
Each table has a vase in it filled with ivy and ivy flowers, as well as on one side of the wall there's a fountain run, with running water going down the side of the wall, with ivy growing out of the fountain and spreading neat, tastefully along the side of the floor, the wall.
Hmm.
The entire place has a soft light to it, not too glaring, but not too dim. It's almost like the sun is shining within the store, which is only made bigger contrast by the fact that it's almost always rainy and overcast outside.
Hmm.
Um, Above the door hangs what seems to be an old fashioned sign on a swinging post that simply says the oddest end. It has a image under it's the lettering seems to be made of yarn that seems to or an image of yarn with a single strand hanging down at the end of the sign, snaking around what seems to be a uh, a martini glass
Hmm.
and a pair of dice.
All right.
By the way, Christine,
Mm.
you've by this point realized the image uh, that the martini glass and dice,
Yeah.
that little image, that changes each day to something else, like a teddy bear, a, a gun, and a flower. It's always, every day, it's a different image.
Gosh darn it, Dad, and your magical lights.
Oh no, that you can easily identify as simply it's a LED screen.
Gosh darn it, Dad. Anyways, so, uh, yes, we walk into that, and I'm assuming you're like just at the far
The
corner.
bell rings. Nope, the bell rings, and you hear, um, you hear a voice from the back. Parent's voice saying, "Just a moment, please." Um, and parent will walk out. Um, his hands are wiping paint off his hands as he walks out of the room. You, Christine, see parent as he normally is, a um, probably 40-ish looking man. Um, he's not wearing a shirt right now. Glistening in sweat, covered in tattoos, his silver hair slicked back, and his glasses propped on his nose. However, Sibia, or whatever your character's name is. What's your
Uh,
character's name?
Silver Starflower. I should put that in the thing.
You should
Silver.
change your nickname.
Silver,
Yeah.
however, sees this.
And for those who can't see that, it's a light. It's a cloud man made of with lightning. Think a humanoid shape, but lots of swirling
A,
storm clouds and lightning.
a human, a human man made out of cloud, storm clouds swirled together. His arms, however, taper off into sparks of electricity. Where his face should be is simply a hood, um, simply a hood of storm clouds and darkness, flashes of lightning inside. Those storm clouds seem to fall behind him, reaching back like giant a giant clouded cloak. His feet, instead of dividing neatly into four into two regular feet, seem to twist and spread apart into multiple tornadoes, scurry push him across the.
And does he have a noticeable mantle at all?
Yes, he smells as he walks in. Get the fresh smell of spring showers, of freshly fallen rain, and the heavy scent of pollen. This man is a man of spring.
All right. And so is that so with just the smells? Is that like how much mantle is that?
He has mantle 3.
Okay. So it'd be a similar effect on mine because I also have mantle 3, but it would be with fall. I'm guessing there will be like because I was the only example I saw was for winter, and that was like snow flurries with cold skin and a cold breeze. So I'm guessing for fall it might be like some like ethereal autumn leaves and some
Yeah.
probably some kind of smell as well, but I'm not really sure what the telltale
Pumpkin
signs of
spice.
fall are.
Pumpkin spice.
Maybe the smell of pumpkin spice.
Not so much pumpkin spice, the crispness of fall, the crispness of scent of the air, the slight undertone of rot from the leaves and death.
All right, that works. And let's see, the appearance I have here somewhere, if I can find my.
Oh, we buried that so far underneath those characters, didn't we?
I
Oh,
have it. I have a folder. It's here. It is. My appearance is basically this.
Blinks twice, walks out, blinks several times, pauses for a sec, looks outside to check if it's daytime still, looks back at Christine, slowly reaching underneath his counter. He'll say, Christine, who's your new friend?
She's gonna look. There's nobody in the store, right?
No.
Okay.
Actually, there's probably one other person in the store. In the
Off into
back.
this, in the back, there's just a cowboy with his hat and hat, his cowboy hat pulled down, spurs on the counters. Humphrey. Anyways, this is Beth. This is my friend Bethany. Um,
That name still sounds weird to me.
yeah, I get.
Your friend Bethany.
She apparently doesn't know what's going on, and apparently, last thing she remembers when we were in middle school.
Right. So, ma'am, you just walk around like that?
Like what? Y- I mean,
By the way,
are you really one to talk?
I, Baron blinks several times at that and go, tell me, Bethany, what do you see? By the way, for you, you do not hear his voice like Christine hears. Instead, you hear it as if it's static, as if it's crashing lightning. The voice escaping between. Um, it's more almost impressions more than it actually saying words. You know what he says, but instead you hear the roaring of a storm.
I I see that you're some kind of weird storm monster thing.
I look between the two of you, like,
Stops for a second.
what?
I see. That explains a lot.
One person less confused, one person way more confused.
We'll go. So, what can I do for one of the lost?
Um, I don't know. Christine brought me here because she said you could help. I just
She,
recently escaped.
Nods at that and goes, very well, come inside. And gestures, shuts the door, and then um, start shuts the door as he gestures to it. The back of the um. So let me rephrase this. He'll say, "Very well, come inside." As he does so, he shuts the door to the um to the um warehouse, then opens it again. Only it leads now to somewhere else, somewhere very different. It looks almost like a cross between a Victorian man weaved into a Victorian man weaved together with the style of vines in circuitry, gears turn above it in the sky. Its lights are haunting, but at the same time inviting.
You had this the whole time.
He'll sort of shrug. Actually, better yet, here, I'll show you what it looks like. I'm changing the appearance. There we go.
It's literally just a fancy medieval tavern like you'd find in Skyrim. Okay.
Yep. At least the center room is.
All right.
So what was that about lightning thing? Lightning monster?
What do you mean?
You'll understand soon enough, he says as he gestures for you to step inside.
Freaking lightning wizard looking ass with an old man.
By the way, as we enter, our masks drop.
Ah,
Both are masks.
Ah. So Beth,
Just,
she like takes a step back. She's like, "Oh," and then she sees Peter like,
She's just like,
well,
my
what the fuck?
mask. Where'd it go? They'll find us. Why did?
By the way, real quick,
Um,
Silvera, if your character's ever been to the hedge or the has a hollow,
yeah.
she knows that this is what happens when you enter the hedge or hollow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense then.
Yeah.
Very confused robot noises.
Does not compute. Does not compute. Ben will just turn towards her in his crashing, thunderous language of storm. He'll simply say, "I did warn you. I'm hardly mortal anymore."
Ah. Is that why have is that where you get the lightning powers from, or is that where you get the lightning bow from?
Shakes, gives a small shrug, because I've always had a connection with the storm, the Father Storm, the roaring winds, the lightning, my endurance.
As you're monologuing, and if you're not quite paying attention, she's gonna like take a step closer to you. She's gonna squint, and she's gonna try to see if her finger will pass through you. Just pokes you,
and then just slaps your hand away when you poke him, and just give you this. You can't see his face. You know it's a disapproving look.
kind of surprised it didn't zap her. She's like, "Can I does shit go through you?" Immediately, she looks like she's gonna try to poke you again.
Oh yeah,
I'm quite solid.
I just remembered that I forgot to mention that the picture of my character, she does have chains on the wrist, but her hands are not tied together in her mien. She just has chains hanging off of her wrists.
And okay, so it's like she kind of turned back to you, Silver, and she's like, "Why are okay? Why are you a cloud and you're the bride of Chucky?"
I'm a wizened. Our uh, from what I hear, our seemings are a little bit more subtle.
She blinks and she shakes her head like she knows, but then she's like, very obviously not a fucking clue. It's like, so is that
We've
like a
had very different endurances. Our time in the other place. And you notice he steers away from saying anything like Arcadia or the hedge around her. Simply the other place was very different from one another. It is not something many of us like to talk about.
fair? Oh, but something we do need to talk about. So she says she's been gone since I guess middle school, and and I've known her since high school. So does that mean she's got like an evil clone twin like you did?
Gives a small shrug.
Wait, she's got a Facebook, and she posted not too long ago.
Oh, baby doll, there's your answer.
What do we do? Do we um do we just like stop it or
Chews his lip as he thinks this over before he'll slowly say, I really can't tell you. I was lucky or perhaps unlucky enough to find that my evil twin was not around when I came back. But I have some ideas of what's going on. I am not 100% clear on this whole situation. I know the basics of society. I know the basics of the world, but gives a small sigh and gives a shrug as he goes. There's no one really who's been around to teach me about our lives. Everything I've gone was from my time being traded from hands to hands, from one of them to another. Yeah, I can help in some ways, but in others takes a small breath.
she's gonna look at Silver, kind of looking back at you. Yeah, about that. I found her kind of living like. There's been calls about a child living in a sewer subway. I mean, I don't. I'll figure something out if you can't house her, but like, can you like? I don't know, cause I can't let her go back down there because there's scary things there.
Thinks for a moment and goes, I have a bed or two upstairs. He gestures to the steps leading out of the tavern.
All right.
I mean, are you okay with that, Silver? I mean, if you're not okay, I also have a guest room at my place, but I mean, I just don't know.
This is
By the
all.
way, two other things
Hmm?
that may attract your character. You can see um, through the windows. You see a small scape of land that has been the hedge has been cleared from as part of the hollow. Outside there sits what looks to be a large goblin fruit tree
Hmm.
and a fully functioning forge.
Ah.
Ha- happy horror gnome noises.
uh, this is all very strange right now. Uh, I at least know you. I think maybe for now I'll stay with you, but maybe I could come back here at some point.
Of course.
Baron will nod, give us um give a small smile, or tilt his head a little and go. Have By the way, have you guys told him it, right? I
Say what?
forget. You said that her name's Silver, right?
Yeah,
He'll
I
say,
think so.
"You're always welcome to come visit Silver. A kind. I haven't seen many of us round, not in the city at least.
Hmm.
I know we exist, but they the others tend to keep a low profile. My best guess. I have no doubt, though, that there are others of us.
I briefly saw.
However,
I briefly saw a few on my way during my escape, but we got separated before we made it to the real world.
his shoulders seemed to relax at that, as if he was telling, um, he's like, good, there's more of us. I wasn't just bullshitting you there. He takes a deep breath and then basically says, our kind needs to stick together.
Um,
Whenever you want to come, come. Whenever you need, say, a place to hide, a place to rest, you are always welcome in my shop.
Thank you.
Not
I'll be
at
glad
that.
to. I'll be glad to come back here, and if you'll let me, I'd like to try out that forge that I see.
Nods and thinks for a moment and goes, one thing, back
Yeah.
at my shop, there are steps that lead upstairs. Thinks for a moment. I'd ask that you do not go up there. I don't have any secrets or anything like that, hon, but maybe one day you'll be welcome up there. But for now, let's just say that's where I entertain my other guests, if you know what I mean.
Hmm.
Uh,
What? I am Spring,
can
and we still have to talk about you and Nick coming over sometime.
And at this point, Silver is just looking a bit confused because she was taken during middle school and has been in like a medieval palace type thing ever since. So she has no
I
idea
know.
what you're talking about. Well, I
Poor
guess she.
girl's going to get corrupted so hard.
oh no! Desperately trying to be saved by, ironically, the sex robot. uh, Oh fuck! I have to text Nick. I forgot to. Okay, hang on. She's gonna sit there and she kind of just rubs her temples like, all right, well, I guess Nick's just gonna have to deal with it for now.
Gives a shrug as he says, "If it's a rockin', don't come a knockin'."
You are the worst. So,
You hurt me so much. Really. My heart just aches.
oh no. Your fragile feelings that we all know is so sensitive. She gives you an impish smile. I can almost see the electrical lightning tears coming from your eyes.
Be careful. Otherwise, you're going to have a lot of dreams of. Well, let's just say you're going to get to see. Have you ever wondered what Mr. X looks like in a Speedo?
Okay, fair enough. Um, fuck. Fuck magic. Anyways,
Hey, if you want to fuck magic, I can always give you a nice example of how to do it. I'll be your top test subject for this.
I can try to see if I can my hand pass through you again, but with like a lot more force behind it.
I prefer when you touch me softly.
She kind of just like thumps you a bit, but like obviously not enough to hurt. But it's like she turns and walks.
Oh, baby, you want to play rough?
Silver just doesn't know what to do in this awkward situation.
Okay, and second thought, let's not have you hang out with him. We need to find somebody else more not terrible. She stops and she looks at you for a second, and then she looks at she like looks at you for a second, and then she like looks at she looks at Peru and is like, wait, you wouldn't dare.
She's a wee little lass. Way too young for me.
Okay.
He explains innocently enough, and he goes, before pausing and basically saying, well, I assume she's a wee little lass. How old exactly are you?
Well, if you mean the time in there, I kind of lost count after 100.
Looks to, looks towards Christine. Go, well, if we count my years in there, we count her. We'd have to count her years in there. Would we not?
She is glaring daggers at you. Like every drop of maternal instinct in her cybernetic body that is there is is if she could weaponize it, she would, and you'd be very dead.
Perrin just gives a small chuckle. Goes, relax, relax. You know well enough I don't take advantage of those that don't have any idea of what's going on.
Fair enough.
There's no fun in the pursuit.
Kind of takes a star, like a silver, by her tiny horrific hand. All right, let's get you situated at my place then. You don't have anything else you need to grab from like back in that creepy cave, right?
No, I have these, and I hold up a piece of wood and a knife. I can make anything else I need.
Squints at it.
Leans over as you're squinting at it and goes, it's whizzing bullshit.
Everything you guys do is bullshit.
No, mine is elemental bullshit. Hers is whizzing bullshit. It's very different bullshit.
As long as you don't like turn Nick into a toad, I think we're fine. Oh, so by the way, I got married. That's fun. We got a lot to
Oh,
catch. We got a lot to catch up on.
you got married?
Yeah.
She's an old lady now.
I mean, I guess reasonably speaking, I'm older. I mean, unless
You
how long?
were
It's only been how long has it been?
you were like a few months younger than me, as I remember. So I guess out here, normal math, you're like 30.
Ah, so it's definitely been a lot less time here than. That's kind of what I thought, since you're still around. I wasn't sure how long it had been when I came out.
But hey, officer, you now have someone that you can call grandma to go along with my grandpa.
Immediate, like, I'm assuming you're standing like basically next to each other.
Oh no, I came up and draped my arm around you, Christine.
Okay. She kind of grabs you by like one hand around your torso, and then she kind of
Hey,
picks you up.
all I have to say is, all I have to say is, first things first, roll to attack.
Don't make me actually, because this is just me just touching you. Don't make me actually, like, I'm pretty sure I'd kill you if I actually hit you.
You don't have to do damage, but you're still going to. I still want to see if you can actually grab me.
So just a grapple,
Yep,
strength brawl, I guess.
minus my defense.
All right, what's your defense?
10.
Okay, so. I
Oh wait,
have.
sorry, my bad. 14.
Hmm. Okay, let's see here. So there's that plus that. I'll go ahead and say I'm depleted just so I could have a fucking so I need to get four more. I get two more for. No, I don't. So. Fuck, it's a chance die. Barely. Fucking wait, I could. Willpower. I have 3 dice.
What did you get?
I haven't rolled yet. So
Think of it this way: you're trying to grab lightning and storm clouds.
I got you
Yeah.
for 5.
Huh?
I got 4
That
success.
actually hit.
I
How
got
many
you.
did you get?
I spent a willpower. Like, yep. So I actually got you.
All right. So what are you doing?
um, you're gonna be standing there 1 second, and the next second you're just, hey, why am I upside down for a split second? And then you're on the ground. I just kind of one hand flip you.
Oh, baby. Harder, mama.
Starts takes Nightmare Lily by the head and starts walking. All right, let's get out of here before he tries to sex you.
Gives a wink as he waves goodbye to you two and calls after Christine. I'll be seeing you in your dreams.
What's that about?
He's a horny old man. And he's also flirty. So watch it with him.
I see.
So I guess on that note, we'd be like driving back. And we'll wrap it up with one last little conversation between the two of us, like when we get into my house.
All right.
So, just a regular neighborhood suburban house. Nick isn't going to be back from work yet, but he's
Oh, wow. Suburbs.
what?
I said, "Oh wow, suburbs." Basically, when I imagined Cyberpunk 2077, I wasn't imagining we'd even be in suburbs, let alone or ever be in suburbs. I was imagining all city, like full on city.
No, there's a suburb. It's just there's a lot of really nice stuff inside, and there's a lot of flying cars in the air.
Yeah.
It's like
They're holographic suburbs.
it's all the Matrix, anyways. It doesn't matter. So, you're gonna like Nick. He's a real nice guy. We already had the conversation on the way up here. You'll be fine. Which, by the way, anytime she said she's called somebody, you haven't seen her actually do anything. You just seen her just like not even move.
Oh. Now, did that technology exist like 20 years ago before my character was
It
taken?
was, but it was a lot of things existed, like flying cars. Definitely, it's just like things are gotten a little more common, especially in the city. So it's like normally this is shit you really wouldn't see that often, but cyborgs that exist.
But the real question is not whether I would see it often, it's whether I would recognize it at all.
Can I interject real quick?
Yeah.
I imagine with the war that happened like 10 years ago,
Oh, you're
the
right.
the war was going on when you were kids because it lasted for a while. But the war definitely it ended about 10 years ago, and part of it is that definitely skyrocketed technology, especially given what the war was over. Because on the mortal side of things, the whole reason there was a war was because people discovered how to use gems as basic, or sorry, gems and diamonds, especially diamonds, as basically super fuel.
Ah.
So with that, and with the stabilization of the diamond market after the war, technology has probably had rapid increases.
So it's
As
possible that this didn't exist back when I was.
No,
yes.
like it would have been like just starting, but like the technology would have just not quite been there. But yeah, no, it would have spiked. So a lot of this is pretty new.
All right. So that's pretty Because I'm like, I'd probably be like,
You'd see one picture that would definitely stick, like on a wall. You see a framed picture that was fairly recent in her history because you see it's her as a robot, but you see her and this guy, and in the background is the Earth. This because this picture was taken on the moon.
wait, you went to the moon?
Huh? Oh yeah, it was my honeymoon. Honeymoon.
By the way, the guy has the cowboy hat on in chaps.
He did not wear the fucking cowboy hat on the moon.
Yes, he did.
He did.
Space cowboy.
He was. But yeah, so you see that, and she's like, so, um, I guess, you know, a lot's happened since high school, hasn't it?
Uh, I mean, I only remember middle school.
Oh yeah, middle school, right? So
I,
I
know
mean,
I imagine it's probably confusing given that the apparently there was another me.
yeah, we were definitely closer in middle school, though. I will say, you kind of, well, I guess yeah, you were a little more distant with me after that, and you kind of
Hmm.
stopped being as fun.
Um, I guess it's not a perfect copy.
To be fair, the guy you met, his copy tried to give my husband a cursed gun, so
Ah,
which I think almost succeeded.
I mean,
So
can't say I know the guy well enough to know if that's in character for him as well, but
he's super nice, and I don't think he's about that.
sounds fair.
When he's not, being obnoxious.
Oh,
Um, I guess, I guess we both.
wait. Speaking of the other me, does your husband know me? The other one?
No, like we met once, but no, but I filled him in that magic fairy stuff happened, and you're gonna be staying with us for a minute.
Ah, all right.
I guess we need to get you an ID now. That should be easy enough. I guess we're both. Shit, I guess we
Well,
both came back and ended up being weird, didn't we?
I guess so. This cyborg.
She kind of, that's not even the weirdest thing.
Wait, what?
She kind of leans like, I'm basically, I'm basically a werewolf too.
What? You're a cyborg. Wait, werewolves are real too?
That's in the first place. That's why I'm like this.
Is wait, your your greatest fear. That was a werewolf.
How did you? You know what? You people are kind of messing with people's minds all the time. Okay, yeah, that's totally fair. Yes, yes, I am. I got better though, a little bit, and now I kind of hang out with it. It's really weird hanging out with other werewolves.
Huh.
But yeah, it's like I mean, and I didn't really even get anything from it. Like, apparently, werewolves notice me, which is like, why?
So if werewolves are real, does that mean vampires are real too?
She kind of gives you this like look of recognition. Yeah, Nick is kind of turning into one, I think.
Wait, what? You're You're a werewolf cyborg and your husband is a vampire?
You're a murder doll. You're a murder doll. And you just had a conversation with a storm cloud. This cannot possibly be the weirdest thing that's happened to you this week.
It's not the weirdest thing. I kind of expected the normal world to be, normal when I got back.
To be honest, I don't think it ever has been. I think weird is the normal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't
I
even
guess.
get any powers from being like a werewolf. All I got is just I can't touch silver. How does a robot burn when they touch silver?
Wait, really?
Yeah, it's so weird. It like freaks me out too. It's like I can't like I have this silverware in one of my drawers. It's like actual silver. It was a gift. And now I can't even look at it. Like I need to move it, but I can't. Like I have to like wear gloves and like I have like the it's almost like I'm about to touch something that's gonna kill me, which I guess it can, but
Oh,
yeah.
that was probably dangerous earlier.
Kind of
I love I love silver, so there was quite a few bits of silver lying around in the near my hollow.
Oh, I noticed. That's the one thing. Every time I see, like, I notice silver like right off the bat. Sorry about
So
pointing that gun at you earlier. Like,
yeah, sorry about changing your greatest fear.
you were really in danger living in the subway, by the way. Like,
Are there weird things down there too?
uh, last time I was in a subway, and there was like there's this goth chick who apparently I guess is like my arch enemy. Oh my god, I'm basically a superhero. I did it. I'm a superhero. But it's everything is bad though, so it's like one of those really grim dark ones from like the Iron Age. Huh. But anyways, yeah. So yeah, there's this apparently witch that hates me, and she hangs out in subways. So also there's a vampire who's been killing people a lot lately. So and who
Oh,
knows who? Yeah. So I mean, I'm pretty sure they found you. Probably would have died.
that sounds bad.
Yeah. No. I tried to fight the vampire dude, and he kicked me in the head and like knocked me into the harbor.
Oh,
Yeah. Damn it, why can't I have normal friends?
oof.
Like,
Sorry, I'm not normal.
well, I'm not normal either, but it's just like, man, of anybody to get, like, turned into a magical. Is it me? Am I, like, cursed and have everybody that vaguely knows me turn into magical things?
I mean, you did used to mess with occult stuff with me. Maybe we accidentally cursed ourselves.
That answers so many questions I don't want to think about it. Oh, no, it's your fault. No. Bethany, no. Oh. We probably accidentally made friends with a demon. And yes, those are apparently there are demons too.
Oh, so is basically everything real then?
That's the shtick I've been told.
Huh.
I haven't fought a dragon yet. I wish I didn't say that. Oh god. What would that even look like? Oh man. Ah. We should probably get you like you want some Neapolitan? I have Neapolitan. I need some ice cream.
Sure.
And on that note, I think we can end the scene.
Yeah.
All right, two old friends reconnecting over their agreement that strawberry is the worst flavor in Neapolitan. No, wait, it's the best. It's the vanilla. I think we both avoid the vanilla, don't we?
Neapolitan is strawberry, vanilla,
Chocolate.
and chocolate. And chocolate's the worst flavor. I hate chocolate ice cream.
Then you get all the vanilla your little heart desires. Thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching. This has been an episode of San Francisco by Night. And remember, since you're watching his YouTube channel, you're probably going to get dragged into the hedge against your will and turned into a murder lolly. Thanks for listening. Goodbye.